Alright, I think I'm live, but hang on a second. I'm doing a little bit of behind the scenes stuff here. Just take me a second here. Gotta figure out what I'm doing. Almost there. Looking for my rendered folder. There it is. Alrighty, here we are. Gotta find my chat though. There's the chat. Alrighty, I'm heading to town, buy a new truck. I can find my way around. Little mud holes everywhere. Well, that's okay. In every person's life, there should be a little rainfall. Whoa! Ooh, that's a pretty house. Log cabin. Scorpions here. Buttholes everywhere. What did I walk in on? That's not what I said. I said in every life, rain must fall in everyone's life. What's that got to do with buttholes? How you doing, buddy? I'm exchanging trucks. I'm going for my new truck. Hey, that mod that you sent me a link to, what the heck does it do? I found it in, well, wait a minute. Where am I? Can I go that way? I can't think of the name of it. And I haven't figured out what the hell it does. Let's see, was it in miscellaneous? This sync track thing. Is this just a tool? There are things to it everywhere. All this junk here. All this stuff, is this a modular system of some kind? Evidently. Hi, Gol, how you doing? Thank you. Appreciate it. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm looking for the store. Was that the store? This isn't the store. I guess I could look at the map. I haven't drove this map around yet, so I don't know much about it. Oh, I'm still off. I gotta go down to the main road. There's my truck sitting right there in front of me. John Deere green with a John Deere yellow bed. Oh, really? Miss Nelson's in the house. Alright, I can sell this truck, although I don't know where. Let's see. Where's the icon? Yeah, there's my John Deere green and yellow truck over there. I decided to do John Deere on this one because the mod author had John Deere equipment. So I kind of just sold his stuff and brought my own John Deere stuff in. Now, what's the deal here? How do you get into the workshop? Oh, okay, so you can open it, you just can't do it from the truck. Gotcha. Yeah, this was the one that came with the map. This yellow truck. It's ugly. Put the ugly. Uh-oh. What did I do? I drove over the icon. I can't reach it now. What? Alright. Let's try it this way. It might work a little better. God, I've never done anything like that before. Ooh, peace and quiet. Doing fine and am like in Riverside, California. You mean you personally are in California? Or you're playing a game that is California? Riverside. I've been to Riverside. I can't remember why. I think I just drove through it. Back in my truck driving days. Alright, here's my truck. John Deere green and yeller. So, see if I can find my way back to my farm. So, anyway, new map. New map, so I don't know anything about it. I installed it about an hour ago. Sold the equipment, bought new equipment, and turned it off and waited for the live stream. So everything's new for me. Oh geez, oh geez. Brand new truck and I just wrecked it. Oh, it's broken now. I broke my truck. My truck's broken. Look, I'm a stunt driver. Look at that. Do this. See if you can do this. This takes talent right here. This mod is a pretty good mod, but it's got some weird things that happen to it if you're not careful. If you drive this truck reasonably, you won't have any trouble. But if you drive like I do, it's a little strange. Oh, there's a cow on the road. Stanley's Sawmill. A double cheeseburger with fries. You want the fries? How's Miss Nelson doing? I think that's my farm, and well, maybe not. Is that my farm? That's my farm. I missed a turn. Gotta be careful of the ditches. And there's barbed wire everywhere. Man, that thing's loud. Fries. I love McDonald's fries. They used to be better. They're still good, but they used to be better. Alright, this is the way into your farm right here. Kind of narrow, but the culverts are pretty wide. Got hot air balloons flying around, advertising something. I don't know what. There's my mailbox. It looks like you've got mail outgoing. I know I didn't want to say that. I don't want to trigger anybody. So you did it for me. Thanks, Scorpion. Scorpion walks around with a loaded gun. He's always triggering people. Right, I'm going to park that right there for now. I don't need it till I start hauling things with the flatbed trailer, the gooseneck. So this is your farm proper. There's your farmhouse. You can't get in it, but I think you can sleep there. But you can't get in it. It's quitting time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Excuse me. So anyway, I haven't checked this thing out, so I have no idea what's going on here. Like I said, I loaded the map, bought my equipment, bought some fields, called it quits. So we're going to learn together here. Nice shop. Ooh, that's a nice picture up there. New Holland agriculture. Don't succeed. Oh, if at first you don't succeed, do it the Rudeman way. Got some tire. Oh my God! How in the hell did he get those big old tires up there? You're kidding me. He probably made the farm wife do that. Put that stuff up there. Got a lift here. Anyway, here's your shop area where you can sell your goods and stuff like that. Shut up, dog. Scared me. I guess I could put my speed boots on. Let me put my speed boots on. Run a little bit faster, jump a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, here's your silo area. Nice big silos. I don't have any idea how much they hold, but they look good, and that's all that matters. You got this steamy thing over here, whatever it's doing. And then I put my my supplies in here and over here. It's about the only place I could put them that they were kind of out of the way, and you could still easily, you know, get to them with the tractor and a seeder or whatever it is you're trying to haul. And you've got some storage in here. Storage over here. Garages, I should say. There's a sigh up there in case you just go berserk and you want to, you know, just take out some frustrations. You grab that and just go chopping. Get to the chopper. And the trains do run, I think, but you can't access them, or at least I couldn't, unless they're turned off. Let me check and see if they're turned off, because I couldn't get to a train. Where's the control for that? Switch trains. See, switch to trains is on, but I can't get to the trains. So I don't know if they're functional, and it's weird because why would you have this right here where it says you can drop something if you can't use the train? But as you see, I can go through all my equipment and I never get to a train. So I don't know what the deal is with that. It's kind of funny that he'd have a spot there that looks obviously that you can drop something in there, that silo, but you can't do it because you can't run a train. Matter of fact, I don't even remember seeing any trains. I'll have to do some reading on that. Yeah, I don't even see any trains. There's obviously a train track there. You can see it on the map, unless I did something wrong when I installed it. But it didn't ask for anything. It just comes, you know, strictly the way it is. Yeah, I don't see any trains. What the heck? Oh, no trains. Look at this. Woohoo! See, why would you put that in there? Because it looks like you could load to a train. Is it just for decoration? I'm going to have to do some research on this. Maybe it's something I didn't... maybe it's a separate mod that you're supposed to get or something for the trains. When I went to download this, it was all in one file. And it wasn't an unzipped file. It was just the map. Weird. But, like, I haven't run into a train. Huh. Why would you put all this stuff in there if you didn't actually have a train that would work? Well, I'll have to wait till I'm done with the live stream and go out and check it. Wiggle my eyebrows. Might also have to say, how you doing? How you doing? I don't know. What do you mean? You lost me. I'm lost. I lost my train tracks. How did I do that? See, I haven't seen any trains. What the heck? And I'm heading back to my farm. Weird. Okay, so I actually haven't said what this map is. It's a Papa Smurf map. And everybody loves Papa Smurf. He makes some good mods. He says this is his first map for 2019. It's called Southern Farming. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Papa Smurf, he's from Arkansas. And this particular map, he said, was created off of real life stuff that he, you know, that is in Arkansas where he lives. So there you go. So I didn't find a train. I'll have to check on that. Craig Dodge is in the house. Maybe it's a ghost train. I know. Well, I've got to go back to the Papa Smurf's page and read. You know me, I don't read instructions. I just downloaded the map. Maybe there's something I needed to download with it. You never know. But I can't do it now. I'm in the middle of a live stream. So what I did was, when you buy the map, let's look at the map. For example, on the actual globy thing here. When you start like any other map. You've got some equipment, and you've got like $100,000 is all you got. And you have field number 1 and field number 5. Now, if you notice, the fields go every which way. It's a nice looking map. They're not just all squarish. Even the ones that are squarish are kind of not squarish. Look at that one. That's a weird looking one. And they're at angles, which is going to be interesting. So what I did was I bought 3, 2, 4, 7, 31, and 6. The only reason I bought 6 is I bought 2 because it's a larger field, and I bought 6 because it was a larger field, but it's also got cotton on it to start with, so I wanted to do a load of cotton. So I went ahead and just bought all these fields that are within reach of my farm. They're very cheap because they're very small. If you look at the size of the fields, like this is field number 5 right here. Look at how small it is. It's just, oh, and this is a bigger field. This is not. This is field 7. The one you start with, field number 5. See how small it is? It's postage stamp size. So they're very small, which means they're very cheap, and I bought a dozen of them, or well, not literally. But I also started out with small equipment. This is the smallest John Deere seeder that I could get, or well, this is actually a planter. This is the smallest planter I could get because the fields are small. I went ahead and got a regular John Deere with a 45-foot header, but that 45-foot header might be a little overkill too. So, and I got a small quicker picker upper. That truck is actually too big for the fields, so I got a good old dump truck to run through the fields to pick up the crops, and I got a small lime spreader. Well, it's a big lime spreader, but it's smaller than that one I usually use. And I've got tractors. This one is a medium, I believe. This is a medium tractor. This is a large, I think. I'll know when I start them up. Yeah, this is a large one, I think. 8530. And this one is this is also an 8530. I thought I had a smaller tractor. There, that's the smaller tractor right there. Okay, this is a 6250. This is a medium-sized tractor, and those two are large tractors. I wanted a large one to pull because that cedar, even though it's the smallest one you can get, it's still a pretty good size when it's spread out. This thing here is small. I didn't think it'd take more than a medium tractor to pull it. I could be wrong. Lime, I would assume, would be heavy. It's a twin axle, so I thought I better put a big tractor on it. The medium-sized tractor, I left the front open in case I want to put a front end loader on it. So I went ahead and got the wheel weights on it instead of the weight in the front. The other tractors, I put the weight in the front. I think I got a large on one. Well, I think they're both large weights. But anyway, God, what's all this? So let me grab a combine and get to work. So how's everybody doing? Craig, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Or have I? Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. Oh, Carol saw the picture of Rudy and Bella. She laughed her butt off. Not literally. But she thought it was pretty funny. Scorpion's kids have the shelf elves, if you know what that is. There's a little elf called a shelf, elf on a shelf it's called. They've got two of them. The boy's named after me, and the girl's named Bella. No! Look at that hot air balloon. I want to get a BB gun and shoot it down. I know I'm evil. Oh, yeah. I didn't have one on Thanksgiving because, well, you know, it's a holiday here, so I couldn't pull myself away from the food trough long enough to do a live stream. That's not the real reason. The real reason is I had 17 people here. There's no way I could have done a live stream. And half of them are hanging out in my office because it's a cool place to be. So, at the end of the stream, I will put a description and a link to this map. It's a cool map. Papa Smurf makes some good mods. So if you're interested and you haven't been playing it yet. Also, I tried the... actually, I didn't try it. Excuse me. I downloaded the California map. California Central or whatever it's called. I can't keep up with it. California's a big state. You know what it reminded me of? Scorpion, I think that's the one you've been playing. You know what it reminded me of? That big Texas map that we used to have. Where that one Texas map had the cars going extra fast and the freeway went at an angle from west to east. Man, I'm having a coughing fit. I may have to get a soup du jour early today. My foot got stuck on a gas pedal while I was coughing my head off. Alright, hang on. We're going to stick our pipe out. And then go grab the dump truck. The grain truck might work okay. I just thought it was a little bit big. I didn't need the tandem one. Well, we all know that that's not how California people drive. They drive like they're crazy. But I think most of them are. But that's just my personal opinion. All right, let's see how these things work. What do we got? Wheat? Anyway, I downloaded the California map, but it didn't interest me as much as this one did. Mainly because I like Papa Smurf's mods. And so I wanted to try it since he put his own stamp on it. You know, it's someplace he's familiar with in real life. And people that tend to make those kind of maps usually put a little bit of extra love in them. So I thought I'd try it. And then I'll try the California one another time. All right, you can't get in. Doggone it. You got to be able to get up the stairs, I guess. John's in the house. Hello, John. How's it going, sir? Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods. YouTube did it to me again. They deleted about 40 or 50 of my subscribers. So anybody that wants to stay subscribed to me might have to resubscribe. I don't know. They do that every once in a while. YouTube will go through every once in a while and start deleting subscribers for some reason. Well, in one day I lost almost 50. So anyway, just saying. I don't know what they're up to. You never know. Oh, I forgot. I'm not using my wide sweep quicker picker upper. I'm gonna have to be careful where the windrow goes. Which way the windrow blows. Glad things are going well for you, sir. Well, I hauled the Christmas tree out last night. I didn't get it put together yet. Well, I did get it put together. I haven't decorated it yet. I wanted to do it. Hang on, I gotta wait for that noisy thing. I wanted to do it the day after Thanksgiving, you know, Black Friday and through that weekend, get it decorated up. But I had so many people in the house. You know, my company wasn't here just for Thanksgiving. They all travel quite a ways. Everybody wants to come to the coast. And the weather was still good. So I had a house full of people, 17 people. And they stayed through the weekend, so I didn't get any of what I planned on doing done. And I recuperated the rest of the week. I still didn't get the tree out till last night. Yes. It's a Papa Smurf map. Supposedly. Have you played it, John? I haven't actually. All I did was load it up about an hour ago, bought some equipment, and then stopped and waited for the live stream. So I really know not very much about it. And one of the questions, if you have played it, hopefully you can answer a question about the trains. The trains are all set up, but there's no trains. Unless I did something wrong. You know, unless there was something I wasn't, you know, that I didn't install. But the trains are set up. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you go to where the trains are, you'll notice that there's places here that are obviously set up for you to be able to, you know, get something out of the silo or something. And there's other places just like this where that's set up where it looks like you'd be able to load a train. But I ran all the way around and there are no trains. So I was a little curious about that. Next update. Yeah. Well, in the next update, we're going to have a monthly fee, and when you pay the monthly fee, you'll get the rest of the map. You took them out. Okay. Were they not working well? Been a long time since I've played a map that had such small fields. Well, that's too bad. It's not like I actually use the trains very much. There's been a few maps that the trains were really well done and handy, but for the most part, the trains don't really, you know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Most of the problems I've had with trains were not necessarily with the train, it was with how they were set up, because the way they were set up, they weren't very functional with what you needed, you know, to where you needed to send your crops and stuff like that. Okay, so you have a train, but they don't go to where you need to sell your crops. So what's the point? Might as well drive a truck there. So, just saying. That's happened quite often. Yeah, I think you're right, Scorpion. I blame Giant. Well, who else can you blame? It's their game. You can't really blame the modders all that much because it's not their game. They're just trying to do the best they can with what they're given. Thomas, how are you? Thomas Johansson's in the house. Yeah, I had to laugh, Thomas. When Farm Sim was coming out, it hadn't quite come out yet, and there were people that were subscribed to me and just so excited. Oh my God, guys, we're gonna have trains. Oh, and the horn works on them. They were just so excited, and so obviously the first thing I had to do is honk the horn because hey, the horns work on them. Pretty funny. Yeah, I'm doing well, Thomas. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Never know with me. All right, our first field is officially harvested. So I got to pick up the straw, but I may switch to my old faithful quicker picker upper. I decided to put small equipment on this map because the fields are small, right? So I didn't get that great big humongous quicker picker upper that's got the big sweeping boom on it. I got a smaller one. It holds plenty of product, but it's one of those that you got to pretty much stay on the windrow. All right, what's the next field? Looks like either barley or oats over there. I had one, Thomas, on a map. I think it was down under. I think it was an Australian map. It was huge. Just huge. And I went in and modded the trains to do 112 miles an hour. And still, it took you forever to get around the map. It was just a huge map. Anybody remember that one? I think it was called something down under. I can't recall what it was called. You know what? I want to try. I got a newer version of Courseplay today, just before I logged on. And if you look at the map, these fields go every which way. So I don't know which way they go. I was going to try a Courseplay route and see what it does. So I'm going to try to see if the automatic stuff on this works. Let's do this field number 7. We're going to do a harvest here. Put it in harvest mode. And we're going to course generate. It's going to be field number 7. I'm going to use this current position, automatic that. All of this stuff, I don't need bypass islands. There's no island on the farm or on the field. It's already set up for 13.5 meters. And I don't know if I need to do a headland or not. Let's do one headland. I'm going to do it counterclockwise. And then see if this thing will automatically do what it needs to do, even if it has to go at an angle. Let's just see what happens here. Generate that. And let's see here. Field 07. Harvest. I think this is a 45-foot header. I think it is. Now that's odd. I had to hit the 7. The 7. I had to hit the save button. Usually you can just hit enter and it'll save it. Weird. Andy's in the house. Andy Cleat Demon. How you doing, Andy? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, this is canola. All right, let's see if this thing will do what it's supposed to do. Uh-oh, that's not good. Wait a minute. It didn't do the headland. Let me try that again. And yes, nothing runs like a deer. I don't know what that means, but they say it a lot. And besides, there's a lot of things that run like a deer. A gazelle runs like a deer. I think elk run like deer. I don't know. Okay, something's not right here. What's this thing look like? Where am I at? See, it's not going where it needs to go. It's supposed to be going that way. It's catching it. It's catching it right at this junction right here. And it thinks it's already been around the headland once. So let's jet out this way and see if it'll go from this point. There we go. All right. That John Deere's a nasty sounding thing, ain't it? It really sounds like it's threshing something. That's the sound a thresher would make. Let's grab the old truck-a-doodle-doo. Yeah, I played that Down Under one a lot. I mean, it was huge. But I had the trains. That was funny. I modded the trains to 112 miles an hour. The only problem with that is, you know, because the map was so big, even though it went so fast, it took forever to get around. But the problem was, you have to remember those things don't stop on a dime. And I'd get going 112 miles an hour and you'd have to start slowing down about, you know, halfway around the map just to get stopped where you started. Yeah, I put a bunch of extra cars on it as well when I modded it. It was funny. It's a fun map though. It's kind of funny. When I talk about Farm Sim anymore, it seems like I tend to talk more about 17. Oh yeah, remember when we did this and we did that and blah 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 and what? I forgot. I gotta turn that guy off here. This, I don't need that tracking on that. Let's turn the tracking off. Pathfinding. Pathfinding, we're going to turn that off. We don't need it. And I'm sure you guys all know what that does. If you don't, holler in the chat and I'll tell you. Alright, let's jump over to that truck. Put your pipe out, buddy. Thank you. That's right, no TARDIS. Took you forever to get from point A to point B. FS-15, I can't recall. It might have been. It might have been. See, it's a funny part of thing about this game. If you're talking about FS 15, 17, and 19, take those 3 games, and if you were playing any one of those 3 games, and you were just playing it vanilla, and somebody just tuned into your page, they would have no idea whether you were playing 15, 17, or 19 because they look and play exactly the same. Now 13, there were some changes, if nothing else in the graphics. But 15, 17, and 19, they virtually play and look the same. I mean, if you're really paying attention, and you're familiar with the game, I'm talking about somebody that would just kind of, go through videos and land on one and really hadn't played Farm Sim, you wouldn't be able to tell. They're just so close in the way they work. Graceland was a good one. Andy, this is a Papa Smurf map that I found this morning. It's called Southern Farming. And it's based off where he lives in Arkansas. And as I said earlier, I tend to like the mods that are made from someplace in real life because those modders tend to put a little bit of more love in them because it's their home, you know what I mean, in real life. So I tend to like those kind. Yeah, Andy, that map you're talking about, I've never played that one. I'm going to probably regret not getting a bigger, quicker picker-upper here. This thing's going to be full so fast. A crop duster, cool. Oh, to plow all the fields together? Oh my God, that'd be a job. They're pretty small fields, and they go every which way. They go south, they go north, they go southeast, northeast, north by northwest. Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard. It'd be interesting, though. You just make one big field all around. Look at the map here. Let's look at the map. If you plowed all these together, like right across here, and obviously this would be easy right here, and then this one across there, and these, look how easy these would be to meld together. You could have one great big field that went all the way around your farm. That sounds like a job for Scorpion. He does that kind of stuff all the time. Sounds like a job for Scorpion. He knew the job was dangerous when he took it. Yeah, Courseplay would know what to do. You know, you could still do it, though. You'd have to drive clear around the field with Courseplay and make the route yourself. At least I think that's the way it would have to probably be done. But you could do it if you wanted, you know, if you wanted to do that. It'd take forever. The best way to do that, let's say you did make that one great big field. In Courseplay, you can actually drive the route. So if you actually drove the route where you set it to record every place that you drive, and you drive up and down, you go round and round and round until it's all done, and then you save that route, then it would work because it would never leave the field. Whereas if you tried to generate a course using Courseplay, it would freak out. It wouldn't know where to go because you'd have to cross water, you'd have to cross roads, fences, you know, all kinds of junk. Man, that would take forever to make that course, though. Oh, is that why that got censored for review? Blow your head off. Well, you know, they're working on that that thing with the children. What attracts children? I guess children are attracted by those kind of words. That's funny. Now here's the thing, when he typed those, that's not what he had in his head. They're just making assumptions there. I do that all the time. I'll be playing one of my games and with other people, and I say things and I don't think of things in, say, derogatory or sexual ways. So if I said something like, oh, that information would blow your head off, somebody that thinks sexually, like Scorpion, would say, oh, he said blow and giving him head. What? I would say, what? What are you talking about? Somebody would have to explain it to me. And because I've done that before, I've said things when I was in my space game, flying with half a dozen people, and I'd say something, and everybody start laughing. I said, what now? What did I say now? And they said, you said such and such. I said, yeah, so? And then they'd explain it to me. I said, oh, you guys, I don't think that way. Anyway, they get a big laugh out of me. Scorpion's a bad boy. Bad boy, what you gonna do? He's from Texas. Enough said right there. I need to get a Roomba out here. Bill's in the house. Yeah, Scorpion. He has to. Scorpion's job is to clean up after Bill. Bill's job is to come in here and be Bill. That's all he has to do, just be Bill. And then Scorpion's job is to clean up after him. Bill's going to say, what? You know what Bill's going to say now? All right, I'm unsubscribing. I get unsubscribed by Bill at least once a week. It's not my fault. I accidentally banned Bill off my channel once, and he's held that against me ever since. All right, our first straw. You know what I didn't do, though? I didn't buy a plow. I gotta buy a plow, because I can't use that great big huge plow I usually use. Let's see what this field needs. It does need plowing, and it needs lambing. I can't remember. Did I lime before I plowed? I think I did. Poor Bill. Alright, let's see. Where's the lime? Lime's on the other side. Open this up. I gotta find a plow. I don't have a plow. And I don't like using those section plows. But I don't have one that's flat plow, except for that big 26-meter one, which is pretty much overkill. Thomas, we got Thomas all worked up now. All right, I'll farm. You guys chat. All right. I'll farm. You guys chat. I got a little bit of a cough today. It's kind of a dry throat. Let me just, I'm going to drink a Mountain Dew and not tell my wife. She doesn't need to know. Let me get my little koozie out. When I'm live streaming, I don't sit and chug them down like I normally do. I kind of sip at them. And they last through the live stream, so I got to put a little koozie on here. Keep them cold. All right, here we go. Ah, refreshing. Very good. Somebody told me a long time ago, you need to get Mountain Dew as a sponsor. I said, yeah, that's not going to happen. Little dinky podunk channel I got. I'm lucky they let me have subscribers. Yeah, what Alexa doesn't know. Scorpion and I talk to each other quite a little bit on Discord, and a lot of times I've got my mic open because I don't like having to push a button. And so my wife will come in, or I'll say something to Alexa, and Alexa will answer. And then my wife comes in, and Scorpion thinks she's Alexa, so he calls her Alexa. It's funny. He gets a laugh out of her every time he does it. All right, let's see here. We need to unfold it. Oh, right. It's got a spreader on it. I forget. I haven't used this one in a long time. So anyway, I've got to come up with a plow, and I don't know which one to use. I don't like those articulated ones. No, they're sectional. They're not articulated, I guess. They're sectional ones, you know. I don't like them. They're hard to use. Shut up, dog. You bother me. Oh, it's going at an angle. Look at that. Well, I'm going to let it go, see how it does. Let's go find my combine. Oh, he's ready to be unloaded. Where's my truck? Okay, so Scorpion says he has a small plow. That sounds kind of like a sexual problem to me. But I just said that I don't think that way. So it must be something else. Yeah, I just don't. I have that great big one and nothing smaller. That's a flat plow like a. And it's not a plow. It's a cultivator that somebody modded into a plow. Let me see what I got. Let's see here. Plews. Where's the plews? Plew. All right, so I've got these things. I've got some subsoilers, though. I got this thing, but it's not very wide. It's only 4 meters. That's too small. Then I got this one that's overkill. It's 24 meters, not feet. This thing is huge. And then I've got these segmented ones. But I don't like using those. I guess they're not bad to use if you use course play, but I don't like to use them manually. Let's see. I've got some subsoilers, but they're not very big either. This one's not bad. Let's see. This one's 8 meters right here. This one is... these are 4 meters and 3 meters. But this 8-meter one might not be too bad on fields as small as this. I might have to try that one. Yeah. You go, Thomas. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm going to go back to farming. You guys take care of the chat. Subsoilers, crop protection, seeders, power harrows, disc harrows, cultivators. See, I don't think these plow. These are just kind of, a disc is more like a cultivator. Power harrow. Cultivator prepares fields for the next sowing. Yeah, these are in-game ones. They're going to go slow as a 7-year itch. Let me try... let's see, not that. What was it? A plow, a cultivator, subsoiler. Let me try. Now, where did it go? This isn't it. Where did I find those? Now, wait a minute. Cultivators. That's not it. Disc harrow. Power harrow. That's not it. Well, that's weird. I thought I found a subsoiler that was mod. There it is. That's the one. I'm going to try that. And then I need a tractor to pull it with. Let's get, I want one with power, so let me get, I want one with power that's not huge. So I don't want to get a big bud. I'll get this Fendt here. They're powerful and they're big, but they're not that big. So we'll go with that one. Leave the tires and wheels the same. I wish you could color that Fendt. That'd be cool. Make it purple or something. Okay, what happened to him? Oh, he thinks he's done. Yeah, this tractor might be a little overkill for that. Yeah, this tractor's probably a little overkill. Yeehaw! Pick up a bucket of chicken while I'm here. There's a Wendy's on the corner. I've never been a big Wendy's fan, but we don't have one where I live. But occasionally I'll go into the big city. Wait a minute, we just got a Wendy's in. I forgot. Yes, we do. We do have a Wendy's in. I've never been a big fan of their sandwiches and stuff though. Frosty, you can get those there. Is that like one of them shaved ice drinks? Hey, Andy's in the house. How's Mr. Tom tonight? Hope you're doing very well, Andy. Did I miss my turn again? Doggone it. I did. All right, where's my landmark? There's my landmark. When I get to that lovely, lovely log cabin right there, I have to turn. Here's my driveway. I'm gonna have to find that barking dog, put a muzzle on him. All right, let me finish that line, that one little spot there that kind of got missed. Oh, it missed a couple of spots. Kirk is in the house. Hey, Kirk. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well today. It's kind of gloomy on the coast here today. It's kind of that hazy. You can see absolutely no blue sky. It's all completely hazy out. Kind of gloomy, kind of dark, kind of cool. It's leading up into a rainstorm. We're supposed to have a big rainstorm this weekend. Imagine that on the coast, having rain. Who knew? Fred Young's in the house. I think the side door was left open. Everybody's sneaking in. How you doing, Fred? Bill says the rainy part sounds like Sweden, dark and cold and gloomy. Yeah, let's see what this thing will do. The important thing is it says it needs plowing, and now it doesn't. So it works as a plow, as I thought it would, I guess. Figure out what he's going to do, though. Oh, he didn't like that. He just stopped right there. Okay, fine. I don't want to do this manually, so I'm going to use course play. Kirk's another Texan. All right, going to field work here. We're going to do course generation. We're on field number 5. Going to leave everything automatic. It's 7.8 meters. Lied to me. It said it was 8 meters. One there. We're going to do it counterclockwise. And generate the course. We're going to do field 05, plow 8 meters. So that way I'll remember what piece of equipment I was using. Kinda, sorta. Kirk's in Fort Worth. Cool beans. Fred's in London. I had a friend in London. I haven't talked to him for about a year, though. I wonder what he's up to. All right, let's let this guy, what's he doing? I'm going to let him go. Let's get our truck. Get the rest of this canola. I don't know who's driving the combine. We'll find out here in a minute. Put your pipe out. Pipe out. Father Christmas is going to get you a new GPU, huh? Let's see who's driving that combine. They're doing a bang-up job. Let's see. We got Andy. Andy's on the subsoiler, and we've got Mervyn Gilmore on the combine. And we got the Rudeman on the truck. So Fred, are you looking at a particular graphics module? What did we look at the other day, Scorpion? We were looking at some of the newer ones. The new NVIDIA ones. I'm still not sure about AMD. The AMDs are pretty cost effective. And I guess they're actually pretty competitive now with the NVIDIAs. Especially for the price range difference. Well, the last one I bought, the new NVIDIAs were just coming out. They hadn't quite came out yet. And rather than wait, I went ahead and bought an older one. I bought a 1080 Ti for the win. And I paid about $1,200 for it. They're pretty expensive. You can get a whole computer for that. Yeah, I built a thread ripper. I built a thread ripper. I can't remember how many cores I put in there. But I have about $2,500 racked up into it. But I needed a beast to do my rendering stuff. All right, Kirk, good luck with your project there. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll see you again. Let's see. You know what? I've got a cotton field that I need to get a piece of equipment for. Let's see here. Cotton technology. I'm going to lease this because I don't know if I'm going to need it again. So I don't want to buy it. An AMD 3700. Now, interestingly enough, when I first started building computers, I was building with AMDs pretty much, you know, pretty much that's all I looked at. Nowadays, it's been years since I built an AMD computer, and I hadn't been following the technology. So when you start talking GPUs, if you tell me you've got like a 970, a 1070, a 1080, a 1080 Ti, I know exactly what you're saying. But when people start talking about AMDs anymore, I don't know what they're talking about because I haven't been following it. So we were talking in a discussion the other day. I was looking for a chart that told me if I had a 1070 NVIDIA, what would the equivalent one be for AMD? And if I had a 1080, what would the equivalent be to AMD? Like the 3700X, what would that be the equivalent of an NVIDIA? Would it be a 970, a 1070? See what I mean? Because I lost track of exactly, you know, what was going on with those. Oh, that Mountain Dew is so refreshing. Sold at better stores everywhere. I used to laugh at that advertisement. Who's to say which are the better stores? You know, you see these things about Alka-Seltzer sold at better pharmacies everywhere. Well, what? How do I know that my pharmacy is a better one? Which ones do I go to, you know? My old Frankenstein PC had a 970 in it. Got 970. You've got the 980. That old thing is sitting out in the garage. I should pull it in. When I built the new AMD, I took the old Frankenstein computer and made a doorstop out of it. Everything still functions on it. Oh man, I missed my turn again. Not really. I think that cotton field's way in the back. That's just a text machine, isn't it, Fred? That'd be a machine you run Facebook on. If you run Facebook, I don't do any social media anymore. Yeah, I would too, Scorpion, but at this point, I'd want completely different motherboard and stuff like that. I honestly was thinking about building another PC, but I think I'll wait a year or two. I just built my latest one last year. Powerful calculator. Bill wants to jump something. He's just not sure what. Look at this thing waddling down the street like a pregnant woman. Oh, that was sexist, wasn't it? I shouldn't have said that. I have too big a family. If I build a new PC, I want to build it with all brand new technology, and then I just give the old one to a family member someplace that can't afford a PC. Okay, we got a cotton farm here. Let's do something like this. Get this bad boy going here. All right, it's field number 6. Everything's copacetic. We're gonna do one pass around, and we're gonna go clockwise. Everything's ready to go. Make this 6 meters over here. Generate that. See how fast these little fields generate? Field 6 cotton. Now I'm going to turn that little eye on so I can tell where I'm supposed to start this time. First of all, I got to open this puppy up. So let's get in here. I like to watch it though. I'm getting a little closer. I like to watch this thing set up here. I love to watch this. It's so cool. Alright, here we go. It's like a big vacuum sucking up popcorn. One of the... wait a minute, it's not... What? Why does it do that? Uh-oh. I screwed up. It's not picking. What? Stop it. In-game HUD available. What the hell is that now? I don't know why it does that. You start horseplay up and it stops. It stops picking for some reason. Did it again. Oh man, hate that. Insta-bend. How far do I have to go down before it'll work? Try it now. Nope, it still don't work. Oh man. What the heck? I didn't want to do this manually. Yeah, my cotton picker went on strike. Use AI? What do you mean use AI? It's courseplay. It uses AI. Every time I use AI, it stops at the end of the field and won't go any further. It'll go down one side of the field, stop. Start it up, it goes to the other side, stop. It's like one of them old telegrams they used to have on TV. Coming to see you soon, stop. Gonna bring my baggage, stop. What? Now it's working. So I only have to manually do one side, I guess. All right, moving on. Let's go see how the combine's doing. He's full up. Get my little dump truck here. I got a little dump truck, short and stout. Dump truck. Dump truck. Say that 3 times real fast. Woohoo! Oh, I fooled him. He put it out, now he's putting it back. Bring it back out. I'm sorry. I'll stop. All right. He's still mad at me, I know. Back when you were telegrams. Haven't you seen those old movies? Coming to Amarillo, stop. Bringing my guns, stop. Gonna blow your head off, stop. Should be done by the time I get back to the field. That's what I'm thinking. So far, this seems like a pretty decent map. I like the way it looks. It looks like you put a lot of work in it. Is John still here? I think John said he was playing it. John, if you're still here, did you like this map or are you still playing it? All right, Combine, stop. Okay, you can stop. You're done. You're done. It's all over. These are those John Deeres that have so many options on them. It's just unbelievable. If you open this up in Giant Editor, it's just crazy, the amount of scripting in these combines. I wanted to do something on one of the combines. I opened it up. I looked at see how much scripting there was. And I thought, oh, hell with that. I'm not. I'll just leave it the way it is. Scorpion, be nice. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do with this field. This is field number 4. This one's really shaped kind of weird. Okay, first off, we've got to get rid of this. Okay, let's see. Course generation. Field number 4. Wait a minute. Didn't I turn that off? I did. Why did it revert back to field number 7? That was weird. All right. Field 04. Harvest 45 foot. The reason I'm doing the 45 foot thing is because I'm using these headers here. I'm not using what I normally use. I'm using, they're the same brand name, the same mod name. This iconic mod group here. Normally I use this extra large one, and it's the one you push a button and it just automatically expands out. But I'm not right now. I'm using this 45 foot header right here, and it doesn't expand like this one does. But you can color them, so you can make them the color of the tractor or the combine. So that way you can buy any brand name combine you want and make the headers look like that. So that way it looks like a John Deere header. So there you go. Now let me see what this one looks like. Okay, let me go beyond this. Like right about there, it should be okay. Let's see what happens if I say drive the course. And it took right off. Who's doing this anyway? Alan Green's in. Where's Alan? I haven't seen Alan tonight. Alan Green's driving the combine tonight. Yeah, so I'm on version 6.1, 6.01, .344 developers version of Courseplay. I picked it up this morning just before I went live. What? Didn't say old as dirt. What's this? Pick on Rudy Day? I guess turnabout's fair play. I pick on you guys all the time. Smoke signals? Is that what you're referring to there? I used to be able to read those, but the problem was my mom kicked my ass because I used one of her good blankets to do it. Let's see, what are we cutting here? This is oats. I don't know when the last time was that I played a map that had fields this small. It's amazing. Wasn't my blankie. It's her blankie. She didn't like it. That's not the only thing I did. I burned one of my dad's cars down once. I was a bad boy. My dad had an old Hudson that he wanted to restore. And someplace in our family history, somebody was in the war that had came home with a gas mask. And I went up in the attic or wherever it was stored and got this gas mask out. And I took my little brother, two of us out. We went into this old Hudson. We went into the back seat. And the seats had stuffing in them. Some kind of straw-like stuffing in the seats. And there was a hole in the back seat. Well, it was the front seat, but we were in the back of the car. And so we pulled a little bit of this stuffing out, put it on the floorboard of the car, and I lit it on fire, and I was going to put this gas mask on to see if it worked. I thought it was a smart thing to do at the time, but the whole damn car caught on fire. We barely got out with our lives, and my dad came running out. He saw what was going on. The closest thing he could see was a garden hose, and that's what strapped my ass, was that garden hose. I had it coming. No kidding. Yeah, it was pretty bad. My dad never struck us when I was growing up. That was the only time I'd ever gotten hit by my father. And I had it coming. I literally had it coming. My two older brothers had been to the movies. They were walking home and they saw the fire trucks going, and they were all excited, wanting to know where the fire was, until they got home, saw what was going on, and they decided to go back to town. They didn't want to be around my dad. He was pissed, I tell you. I told him, I said, well, at least I wasn't smoking. No, actually, I wasn't very old. I was very young. It was a stupid thing to do, but I just, I'm not a stupid person. I just thought it was smart at the time. We did. My little brother, it was the same little brother. He and I were always getting in trouble. It was mostly me. We got caught smoking behind the barn one day, and or the shed, by my stepmother. And there was a guy that lived down the street, was a carpenter. He had an old flatbed truck that he hauled his lumber and stuff on. In the dashboard of this truck, now we lived in the Yakima Valley where it gets in the hundreds all summer. In the dashboard of this truck was an old cigar in a plastic wrapper that had been there for 2 years in the sunshine, in the dashboard up under the windshield. My stepmom got that cigar because my brother was younger than me. He got to smoke the first half of the cigar. Because I was older, she made me smoke the stogie. And oh God, I'd never been so sick in my life. So I never did get smoking. Smoking, it was nothing I ever wanted to do again. I was so sick. All right, let's go see how our subsoiler did. Well, looks pretty good, I guess. Stop the driver, get rid of that. It's not very wide, but it did a pretty good job, as far as I can tell. Do a little side cleanup here. For all of you that have OCD, this is for you. I gotta clean up all the white stuff before it snows. Man, that thing's really stuttering. I'm talking about the sound. It sounds like it's having trouble pulling that thing. That can't be. This thing's got 1,500 horses. Wonder what the problem with the trains were that he took them out. I mean, trains are kind of a pain in the butt anyway, but just curious. All right, I got to get the limerator. Okay, field number 7. We're going to do some spray work here. Horse generation. Field 7. One of those. We're going to go clockwise. 30 meters. 18 meters. Wait a minute. That's bigger than 8 meters? It says it's only 18 meters. It's not taking into consideration the booms, I don't think. Oh, no. Am I going to have to manually do this? I hate when I have to do that. Yeah, I'm whining again, I know. But at least it's not as bad as 36. It's only 30, right? Funny thing is, it said 30 to begin with, and it wasn't until I clicked that changed it. All right, I'm almost there. My finger got tired and quit right there. All right, there we go. Generate course. Escape. I'm going to save it just in case it's right. Field 07. Lime. Okay. Let's get started. All right, let's see how it does. Yeah, Southern Farming, that's the name of the map, Andy. It's a Papa Smurf map. If you find it anywhere else, he didn't put it there. He only puts it up on his Papa Smurf page. So if you go to papasmurf.com, that's where this is at. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna work. Cut this thing down here. There we go. It's Haas's map. Well, I got it from Papa Smurf, and it's got Papa Smurf's name on it. And Papa Smurf says that he's the one that made it. So I don't know. Is Haas Papa Smurf now? As far as I know, I don't know. I can't keep up with his names. He keeps changing names on us. That's why I keep saying he's the YouTuber formerly known as Big Haas. It's a reference to Prince. You know, the artist formerly known as Prince. There was a big joke about that back in the day. Well, at any rate, I'll put the link in the description when I'm done with this live stream. And you can check it out yourself. It was on papasmurf.com. And when you look at the mod, it says Southern Farming by authors Papa Smurf. So I don't know what to say about that. I'm speechless, imagine. Yeah, Bill, we knew what you were saying. It's all right. All of us make mistakes typing. My problem is my keyboard isn't where it's supposed to be because I've got this great big HOTAS setting in front of me and I have to reach over stuff to get to the keyboard. So consequently, I hit the wrong keys when I'm typing because they're not where they're supposed to be. All right, let's see. Let's get the cedar. And I don't know what this thing takes. This is the small cedar of this group. And I think it takes liquid, but I'm not sure. Liquid fertilizer. Let's open this up. And let's pull in here. I can't remember whether this takes liquid or solid fertilizer. So let's pull up to the fertilizer here. And just see what it wants, right? It's solid fertilizer. No, this is... Wait a minute. It's taking herbicide. Well, that's okay. I wanted herbicide anyway. So it's liquid. It's liquid. All right, let's see about the seeds now, though. Okay, it doesn't want seeds at all. There it goes. Weird. Daryl, how are you? Man. Is this a voice from the past? How you doing, buddy? Daryl, are you on the job or are you traveling? Well, let's see how this thing does. Oh no, is this one of those maps where you can barely tell? No, I guess you can tell okay. Just the angle of the sun, I think. Somebody trying to sell my cell phone something. So you are traveling. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Speaking of traveling, I haven't seen Gino for a while. I've got another subscriber named Gino Van Owen, and I don't think he goes to Singapore. He goes someplace, I can't remember, Bali or someplace he travels to. Maybe it's the Philippines, I can't remember. But he travels back and forth to where his woman lives. Got to keep Mama happy, even if it requires traveling. You think it's Thailand? That could be Thailand. Still playing the Rude Man way. Yeah. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Oh my God, Scorpion said Bill was right. Bill, mark your calendar. Scorpion said you were right. It's a red letter day. Did that guy finish that field? Because it doesn't look white. Oh, guess it does. Wow, he messed up quite a bit here. Alright, we're going to have to clean this field up. He didn't do a very good job. Clean up on aisle 6. You know what? I think that the spread was wrong on that. Bill, the sugar beet guy. Sorry, Bill. That's funny right there. Daryl. Bill was in a bad accident here a while back. He's recuperating. He got T-boned on his motorcycle. He got banged up pretty bad, so he hasn't been working for a while. So no sugar beets this year, right, Bill? dark on me. I thought I had the time set to 1, but I must have hit a button accidentally. Yeah, I think somehow the spread is off on this when I did the course play route. There's no point keeping this course play route if it's not right. I'll have to remember to replace it. I'll have to write it down someplace and then lose the note. I don't remember hearing the owls in the background. I wonder if they only come out at night. I wonder if they can do that. Have a sound effect that only works at night. $26,000 BMW. Man, I tell you what, being in the beat business must pay pretty good. Well, we've almost got this field taken care of. What's that field in front of me there? That looks like a staging area. So, must be a place where you can place things. A place where you can place things. That sounds funny. There must be a better way to say that. It could be a field and it just looks weird. Am I done? Did I get everything? Nope. I'm Mr. Spot. Oh, I thought that was Bill that had the BMW. I'm behind the times here. It was Daryl that had the BMW. Sorry, I made a mistake. I've never done that before. Man, that felt weird. I've never made a mistake in my life. I don't want to make another one. That was terrible. Alright, what's this field here? Is this just a staging area? This is not a field here. I wonder if I own this. And there's a big grass field here too, actually. Let me see if I own that. Land. I don't. You can buy it though. How much is it? It's only 251,000. Well, only 251,000. I might want to get that because it's got grass on it. I think I'm going to buy that. Plus, I want to be able to place something there. So this is mine now, and I can place something in this area over here. I don't know what I'm going to place, but we'll work on it. I'm going to go sleep the night away. If I can find my house. Let's see here. Let's sleep about 12 hours. Daryl remembers the dirty blonde. Okay, this guy's done. Let's get him started. I'm gonna put him over in this field that I just bought. Oh yeah. The car took a runner? Oh man, that sucks. Alright, let me go this way, I guess. Okay, field work is okay. Course generation, field number 7. All of that's good. We're going to be going clockwise, though. And it's 7.8 meters. Generate the course. Alrighty. Man, this thing plugs right along, don't it? I'm gonna find that dog. Give him a bone. Alright, let's see if it'll take off from here. And if it does, let's see if we can kick it up in speed. I didn't realize I had this thing modded to 24. That'll make quick work of it. All right, Cotton Guy's almost done. Very slow recovery. All right, where's my combine? All right, guys. I think my time's up for today. I'm stuck on a tree over here. That's why he's not going. I'm going to call it a stream today, but my time's up. And remember, I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursdays now on live streaming. So hopefully I'll see you next Tuesday. But I want to thank everybody for showing up. Daryl, very good to hear from you, buddy. Have a good, happy holidays if I don't see you. Hopefully I'll hear from you again. But anyway, thank everybody for being here. Keep me company. Appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Good night now.